On track is your junior animal and starting 10, Charlie Hawk, starting 9th, Case Keffer, starting 8th, Roman Lacente, starting 7th, Jacob Cosner, starting 6th, Nolan Darlymple, starting 5th, Elliott Murray, starting 4th, Kyle Farrow, starting 3rd, Ossie Nervo, starting outside the front row, Blake Bellinger, starting 1st is Zach Carroll. We're 1 to green there. Flagger did not like the start. We'll try it again. Had them stacked up now, trying to get them all pushed back off. As maybe we are red flag now. Yeah, red flag is out. As there is fluids on the racetrack from some car. It's the two of Bellinger. Leaking lots of fluid here. Bellinger getting pushed out of the car after maybe fuel. Can't really tell here. Well, while we have a break to clean up the fluid, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when we are live for the next Winter National and this summer. And make sure you go tell Amanda Herb a happy birthday, as it is her birthday today, our very own. All fluid is cleaned up. Now just trying to get the drivers to kind of roll through it. As it is fuel. I heard that the fuel line got knocked off of it. So that will dry up pretty fast. So we can get this Junior Animal A main underway. With the 2-car being a DQ, that will put the 4 of Kyle Farrow into that second position. So everyone in that outside row will move up another row. So we don't do the crisscrossing, we just move up rows. As the 6 of Nolan tail cone coming close to popping off there, hanging on for dear life on the Zeus nuts. Here we go. 1 to green. Terrell Farrell is gonna lead us to the green. Dax Terrell with a good start. Now Kyle Farrow gets down in that second position. Aussie Nervo in that third and final. Now looking for more in second place. Farrow on the outside. Now Murray looking around Kyle Farrow. Farrow getting freight train gear in this one. Can he get down in front of Costner? Aussie Nervo moves Dax Terrell out of the way, but that makes Terrell stop and he gets hit by... Terrell spun around Charlie Hawk. Came around and hit him from behind. Just Nervo tried to make the move there, and I don't know if she really had much room and got tangled up with Dax Terrell. But that will give Elliott Murray the lead, if I'm not mistaken here. I bet she did. 23 laps to go. As Nervo and Terrell getting sent to the tail. Still plenty of time to make their charge up the field. But Elliott Murray, he's had bad luck all day today. He is now going to try to turn it all around. See if he can lead for 23 more laps. Kyle Farrow picked up that junior Honda A main. One to green, 23 laps to go. Elliott Murray gonna lead the field. Back green. Good start for Elliott Murray there. Now the 8 of Nolan all over the back bumper for second place, but here comes Jacob Cosner trying to peek into the top 3 and get that final podium position.
It looks like the 6 car's tail cone is loose at the top. Hopefully it holds on the rest of this race. 19 laps to go.
Yeah, like I said that on that initial start, hanging for dear life, the Zeus fastener is the only thing holding that thing on, so one hit could turn it around right there. So Cosner all over the back bumper, but here goes Nolan for that second position. They make contact. Cosner goes. Cosner made a 2 for 1, and Hawk thought they were wrecking, slammed on the brakes, and just once the brakes get warm, they'll turn you right around. So.
Now, for those of you out there watching and wondering about the tail cone on the 6 car, so it was a medical red, which means you can still not touch anything on your car or make any repairs unless you go to the pits. And the tail cone or anything touching the car on the track would be a DQ. So the handler's only option would have been to go into the pits and tag the end of the tail, or roll the dice and leave the tail cone with the top Zeus fastener off. So they chose to stay on the track and roll the dice.
Yeah, honestly, not a bad decision because, I mean, if you look, he was making a move for second, and, you know, now let's see if he can get past Farrow on this restart and maybe catch Elliott with 16 laps to go. There's plenty of time here, and there's so many questions with it, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of race left. Running, being in a podium spot right now, I think I'd take that same gamble and just roll the dice.
Yeah, for sure. As get the lineup correct. Like I said, 16 laps to go. Long ways for these drivers to make moves, and honestly, you got to make them quick here at the Hog Barn. 1 to green. Elliott Murray going to lead us back off out of turn number 4. We are back green. Good start for Murray. Now Nolan peeks to the inside of Farrow again. Can't make the pass. Now have to regroup all the momentum he had and try it again as Elliott Murray slowly pulled away, and now here comes Nolan again for that second position. Now let's see if he can track down the 5 of Elliott Murray. Cosner now looking into that final podium position on Kyle Farrow. Going all over the back bumper of Elliott Murray. 10 laps to go now, coming up on 9. It's crazy to see. There's not much effects on that tail cone. Usually there is with how much aerodynamics is coming onto it, and that will usually slow it down, but it is not slowing him down one bit with 7 laps to go. Elliott Murray trying to hit every mark he can to try to pull away. 5 more times around for Elliott Murray. Nolan looked to the inside, couldn't make the move now. That gives a decent gap between him and Murray, but he's going to try to gain it right back. Green flag ways, 2 more laps to go. Nolan to the inside, Murray to the outside. They're side by side out of turn number 2. Now give the lead to Nolan with 1 more lap around. Out of turn number 4. Nolan picks up the win. And look at the emotions of that driver. Like I said, man, that was going to be interesting. And the tail cone did not affect one bit. Man, what a race. Came down to the last lap to make the move on Elliott Murray. Nolan, you pick up the win. How does it feel?
It's really good. It's my 100th win on my career and one of my first champion wins. So feeling pretty good about it.
Congratulations, your first Winter Nationals win.